What's up? Trek asks, did you see my birds? I watched 3 seconds of your birds, and then I said, I'm going to watch these on ZNN because I love birds, and I want to see them. So he put in the Discord, he basically just said some birds on the bird feeder that we got. So I wanted to watch. Oh, I have to turn this. I wanted to watch these birds. I'm very excited to see these birds as soon as it refreshes. Close. Almost there. Almost. One more. Come on, refresh one more time. I believe in you. I believe in you. No? You have to manually do it? Did it do it? All right. There it goes. There it goes. So your setup here is you've got clear bird feeder so you can see the media. Then what? You got like a motion sensing camera next to it? Is that how this works? Menace, good morning. How are you, dude? I mean, look at these birds, dude. Look at him eat. Oh my God, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life, by the way. Oh God, I love it. Man, he is really enjoying that scene, dude. He's really loving it. Oh, we got like a little chickadee. Oh my God. That bird got a massive seed. Look at him. He hasn't got it yet. Look at that thing. Like, how is that? He ain't gonna be able to eat that. That's massive. What an absolute legend. Oh, a cardinal. Yeah, see, he doesn't have a problem with the sunflower seed. He's eating it like crazy. He doesn't have a problem. Wow, that's a beautiful bird. Oh my God, dude. Wow, you've got a wide variety of birds in your it looks to be like a forest. A backyard. That is great, man. Yeah, thanks for sharing. That literally is probably the best video I've seen all week. So, I love birds, dude. I love birds. That's the cardinal, man. That's the CD Projekt Red mascot right there. That's what that is. The most badass of all birds. Although their song, I think is the official word, I think is really bad. Am I thinking of the right one? Cardinal bird song? Maybe I'm thinking of Blue Jays. I might be thinking of Blue Jays. Yeah, this is nice. So, yeah, I might be thinking of Blue Jays. Blue Jays are beautiful also, but their song sucks. Yeah, see, Cardinal sounds fine. They sound like crows. Actually, that isn't as bad as I remember. Maybe I'm thinking of something different. I just like birds. They just yell. They just yell. Ah! Ah! See you, nerd! Love it. I absolutely love it. Crow songs are the best. Ah! Morning dove. They go, right? Oh, that's a mourning dove? I hear that all the time out in the woods. I didn't know that was a mourning dove. Dude, that bird is a hefty chonker. Look at that boy. Look at him standing on his pile of food like he's Smaug, dude. Vulture? Okay. I don't know if Sly is trolling. I mean, what do you call it? I mean, vulture noise? 10 hours of vulture sounds. Hold on, here's a courtship dance. Sounds like he's got something in his throat. Well, Sly, we're getting educated now. You like this, ladies? You like what you see? Huh? You like this? You like this? Try to contain yourselves. Try to contain yourselves, ladies. Oh, okay, that's assault. All right, that's assault. He got turned down. Look at how sad he looks now. Look at him. What are you gonna do? Me too, bro. You can't just jump on ladies like that anymore, okay? Should know better. All right, I'm just gonna play a crow noise just so Monster gets to hear it. I don't know why he likes crows. Ah! There, you happy? There's some crows for you. There you go. You know, there couldn't be a better segue in the history of segues than Trek's birds and his motion camera, because today's topic that I want to talk about is this motion camera. So my mom got this camera for my grandparents. Okay, and for Christmas last year, and I love birds. Scared, I like to talk to them. Okay, they're my friends. So we got this motion sensing camera, and I'm sure Trek doesn't have this exact one, but I mean motion sensing cameras they're pretty common. Like a lot of hunters have them and stuff like that. People use them to monitor birds in their backyard, thing like that. What my grandparents wanted was my grandpa has this massive garden, okay? Like he grows corn in it, tomatoes, onions, green beans, watermelon, potatoes, you name it, okay? He's got this massive garden. But he lives out in the country, as we call it here, and he's got animals that come and eat his stuff, like deer. And he's got it like fenced off and everything, like, but deer somehow break into it, come in, and they eat his corn and his tomatoes. And raccoons climb the fence and they eat his green beans, you know. So my mom got him this motion sensing camera for Christmas last year, and this summer I hooked it up for him so we could look and see what type of animals were on it. So the saga of this camera is we hung it up in like May, all right, right when we started growing season, and I went down in July to check it out. And when I got there in July, the SD card was full. It had recorded too many videos of my grandfather watering the plants with a giant garden hose, wearing no shirt. You know, just country boy things. And so we didn't get any animals. But he said it didn't matter. No animals had broken in. So honestly, weird thing number one is the animals knew they were being recorded. And they didn't show up to sabotage. Okay? That's number one. Why do I have it in my hands? I'll tell you why here in a bit. So, what we did is it it is the Top Guard H70. But it is 1080p. It is 1080p. Yeah, they know. Don't return to the scene of the crime. Exactly. So, what we did, because I didn't want it to fill up again, is we figured out a way. I read the instructions, which, by the way, this instruction book is like a little Bible. Let me see if I can show it to you. Look at this instruction book. And like, it is in, I think it's in 2 languages. One of them is German. So it's a little thicker than normal, but like, this instruction book is huge. Okay, so I read through the instructions and I figured out the way to make this camera only record from 9 p.m. at night until 4 a.m. in the morning, because my grandfather says that the animals only come out during those times. I don't know how he knows that, but that's what he said. Sly, it's not 4K, so it's not fully HD. Look, we learned, okay, that 720p is HD ready, 1080p is full HD, and 4K is Ultra HD 4K. And then 8K is Ultra HD 8K. We learned that because of Brian Bloom, or whatever his name was, that we cyberbullied on Monday's episode. But yeah, so what I did is I went in here and I made it so it only records during a certain time of day. Well, my grandfather called me a couple weeks ago and he's like, "We got one." Like an animal had come and eaten some of his kern, all right? And so Chris and I, we went camping at East Lake in Harvey County, Kansas, America, Earth, Milky Way. And that's about 3 miles from where my grandparents live. So we're just going to swing by while we're camping, and we're going to go check out, we're going to go see the criminal who's been eating my grandfather's kern, all right? And so I go there, pull out, we duct tape the camera to the pole. We got to undo all the duct tape, whip out my knife, cut the duct tape off, take it inside, plug it in, and we get about 6 million images, which actually, you know, I could probably show them to you. I could probably show them to you. Hold on. You guys want to see them? You're going to be disappointed, just like I was disappointed. That's the whole reason I'm talking about this, okay? Is the cord in here? Now, if you see my grandfather shirtless, I apologize. Okay, but the man literally, like, he grew up in Oklahoma in the 40s in a house that had no roof, and he said he ate corn for breakfast. Or not corn, crow. He ate crow for lunch. He's a man, okay? Man's man. All right, let's see. Did this show up? I don't want to import. I just want to open the folder to view the files. Hold on. It's loading. It's loading. It's loading. All right. USB drive. Okay. View. Let's see. Can we do large icons? Extra large icons. Here we go. Okay. So here's what we got. So what it does is it takes a picture, okay? It takes a picture. There's my grandfather out in his garden, okay? It takes a picture every time it senses movement. So this is 21:08, so that's 9:08 p.m. So my grandfather's out there just, I don't know, walking in his garden at 9 p.m. for God knows what reason, okay? But this is in July, all right? So this is literally like one of the first pictures I took was in July of 2020. Okay, so here's, and it did a good job. So here's the video of my grandfather walking around, okay? He's grabbing hoses. That's what he's doing. All right, it's 87 degrees out, or 31, at 9 p.m. in July. How old is he? Oh, God, I'm glad he didn't take those off. He's 75 or something like that. I think he was born in 44? I have it in my phone calendar. Let me look here. Let me look. He will turn 77 next year, so he is 76. He turned 76 on July 25th. Okay? No, my family is young. My family is young. That's, like, my mother is only like 55 or something like that. My family's young. Hi, out of wedlock, baby. So this is my grandpa out there working. So everything's fine. Okay? And here's a picture, here's a picture of it at night. Like this is what it looks like at night. So like it takes nighttime photos and videos as well. So I think like this video is literally it just like seeing bugs fly by. Maybe. Possibly. Yeah, so see, it just sees like bugs fly by. And this is at 11:20. Look at that temperature. Nice. Nice. This is August 1st, 2020. All right. So, it's working just fine. But then something weird happens. Okay, so let me go to the details list. So, if you look here, at the date modified, okay, like you could see it running 7/7 all the way up to August 9th. And I go, wait a second. Why did it stop at August 9th? Well, something weird happened. Sometime between on August 9th or shortly thereafter, something reset the clock and the date and time on the camera reset like an oven. And midnight started at like noon. And so the camera thought it was May 3rd, 2020 at 3:33 a.m. when really it's early morning. Like this is like what, 9, 10 a.m.? And it thinks it's May 3rd when really this is like August 10th at like 10 a.m. Look at all them threes. But like, so the camera done broke. And so now it's taking pictures in the middle of the day of every time my grandfather is out working on his garden, exactly what we wanted to avoid to fill up space, because there's only so much room on this SD card. So we didn't want any of this. We don't want any of my grandfather attending to his garden because we don't need to know any of this. But the camera right now thinks it is May 3rd, 2020 at 3:33 and 19 seconds a.m. when clearly it is not 3 a.m. So something happened to the camera on the night of August 9th that reset it, meaning that the animal who was captured on the camera was not captured on the camera because the camera wasn't working. Do we think, so I have a couple questions for you, chat, okay? Do we think it's possible, and hey, Sheppy, what's up? We're talking about my grandfather's camera. Do we think it's possible that a piece of wildlife, okay, raccoons, foxes, big birds, animals of any kind that could live out there, mountain lions, do we think that they could have sabotaged the camera? Is it possible that they could have sabotaged the camera? Are raccoons smarter than we think? Because the camera was like on a fence post, 6 feet up, wrapped with the cord that comes with the camera, and then duct taped to the pole. Like that thing is not coming down. We checked the weather. There were no storms that day. So like a lightning strike or, I mean, we did have like 60 mile an hour gusts of wind, but it's duct taped. Like it shouldn't move. So it clearly it didn't blow off. So that didn't happen. So it wasn't weather. It wasn't rain. It wasn't thunder. It wasn't lightning. It wasn't wind. It wasn't rain. Like the camera stayed working through all of that stuff. But something reset the clock. The most logical, if we want to be logical, okay, the most logical thing I can think of is that maybe a gust of wind like pushed the back of it against the fence post too hard, and one of the batteries came out, and then that caused it to reset. But what's weird about it is that the time and date reset, but the programming for only take pictures during that time frame did not. Like, I go and look at these pictures, and even though the time and date are incorrect to when they were actually taken, if you look at the time and date, they're all at night, just like they should be. Like, they're all at night. 10 p.m., 11 p.m., 12 a.m., 9 p.m., 1 a.m., 2:30 a.m. The problem is that all of these are not actually animals. They're my grandfather walking around with a bucket of flowers. I mean, it's just, they're not. Is there a tree over it or something? Could have fallen down on it? I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, as crazy as it sounds, Sly is a deer getting up on its hind legs and resetting it, the weredeer. That I don't know how this could have happened. And so, why I have it, because my grandfather's, his garden's done for the year. Okay, we're getting into winter. He's not going to grow anything. The animals won again. All right, they reset the thing, and they weren't caught on the camera. They win. Congratulations, weredeer. You win. Okay? I have it at my house because I am going to run a scientific experiment with the camera to see if I can get it to work properly for a month or two by running it in my home. Now, here's the question. What do you think, chat, is less ethical? Putting it somewhere in my home, telling Chris, who will clearly forget that it's there, and then catching all manner of shenanigans that go on in our house, you know, in the middle of the night, with the possibility of Menace is right on. That's exactly what I was thinking. With the possibility, because I'm only going to run it at night, just like I would at my grandfather's. So it's going to get a lot of me walking in my underwear to the toilet. Okay, that's what it's going to get a lot of. But, like, what if it sees a ghost? I'm better off not knowing if my house is haunted, right? Right? Like, wouldn't you guys, like, if your house is haunted by a poltergeist or, like, paranormal activity, you would rather not know that Crazy Susan is in your living room when you're snoozing. You know? Crazy Susan while you're snoozing. That sounds like the beginning of a nursery rhyme. Crazy Susan, she is boozing while you're snoozing. She's got a knife. Exactly, Sly. Exactly. So, yes, and Sheppy, the beginning of this is for my grandfather's garden to catch animals eating his stuff, all right? And, or, hear me out. So if we're worried about paranormal activity, I have a balcony. Now, the balcony in my apartment doesn't really show any common areas, okay? Like, my balcony faces another apartment building, okay? There is a sidewalk in between these buildings. Do you think, I want your opinion, chat. Should I risk taping my own home and finding paranormal activity, or should I put it outside and tape my neighbors and possibly catch a murder and then have to be involved in that somehow? Like, is it illegal? Like, if I caught a murder on my camera, am I legally required to report that? Like, if I can live with myself knowing that a murderer got away because I'm too lazy to deal with the court system, if I can deal with that personally, did I break the law? Do I have to report a murder, or can I just be like, that's their business? Like, I don't know. I don't know how it works. I would think I'm required to, right? Minna says I don't have to. But you should? Nah. It's too much work, bro. I'm going to have to go to court, and they'll probably take my grandfather's camera as evidence. That's true. They'll probably canvass a neighborhood and be like, oh, you have footage of it and you didn't share. You're probably the person. Ooh, I could do that, Menace. Random email. Yeah, from a burner email. Good call. Okay. So, yeah, it comes down to paranormal activity or Disturbia. If you guys were in this situation, which ones would you do? Would you put it in your home, or would you put it facing the outdoor common area of your apartment complex? Which one do you think would you do? Monster says paranormal. Sly says Disturbia. As we just got an email, murder from Blaze Champion. That's exactly how it would be, dude. It's exactly what would happen. My alter ego, Blaze Champion. That's exactly what would do. But Monster, I can't leave, okay? Like, if it's haunted, I'm just going to have to make friends with Boozy Susan. Like, there's no way that I'm going to move. That's a lot of work, dude. That's a lot of work. Like, this is, if I find Snoozin' Susan here, this is her house now. This is her house. She lives here. Oh, my God. Wait, that isn't a bucket of flowers, chat? That is a bucket of tomatoes. Look at how many tomatoes my grandfather has, dude. What an absolute legend. He's so much manlier than I am. Does he sell them? No, I think he cans them, and he just has them in his basement, and he eats them all year. So he basically has fresh tomatoes all year long. Why does he? Who knows? I don't question the ways of old people, okay? They can do whatever they want. I don't have any idea why in God's name he would need that many tomatoes. I simply don't know. But he does can them, and he eats them throughout the year. Yeah, see, here's just a video of the garden. No one's out here. It's just windy. It's kind of peaceful, you know? It's kind of peaceful. But that's it. So I think I'm going to put it outside. I think that's what I'm going to do. But to be honest, I probably will get out on the balcony, realize that it's going to be difficult to put it out there, then get nervous that a neighbor will report me for spying on them, and then probably bring it back into my house. That's probably what will happen. But yeah, it's a big mystery, dude. I don't know how the camera got reset in the first place. The animals literally reset it somehow, because he said last year he had a dozen incidents where animals would somehow break into his garden, which is why he got the camera, because he wanted to see how, and eat his food, which is another reason he got the camera, because he wanted to see what was eating it. It happened a dozen times last year, and this year, when the camera was on, no attacks, one break-in, but the camera was broke, and the only person who knew the camera was broke was the animal. It's weird, dude. It's weird. It's very weird. So, I guess I'm going to hang this thing up in my house all winter, and I would say we'll review that footage in 6 months, but we won't, because it'll just be a lot of me walking around naked. So, and to be honest, I don't have nearly enough subs to do that, you know. Yeah, they say, I mean, the animals are clearly, they're up to something, dude. It's like Chicken Run. You know when those guys are in their farmhouse and like, those chickens up to something, they all. Like, that's what's happening. The deer are getting around at night, they're having a powwow, and they're discussing the camera. They have a Navy SEAL deer who executed some type of secret op to sabotage the camera, and then they got a free smorgasbord of vegetables for the entire month of September. Legends. Legends.